Now, the chairman of the Infected Blood Inquiry has recommended that victims of the scandal should each be paid no less than £100,000 without delay. Sir Brian Langstaff is leading an investigation after thousands of patients were infected with HIV or hepatitis after treatment with the contaminated blood product factor VIII in the 1970s and 80s.
Well, that's why I've decided to recommend that interim payments of no less than £100,000 are made to all the infected people and all the bereaved partners who are currently registered with the schemes and those who register between now and the inception of any future scheme. I know that that will be disappointing to some of you who may fall into neither category, and I apologise for that. I ask those who are disappointed to remember that this is not the end of the inquiry's work.
Sky's Emma Birchley has the latest.
This will be seen as a hugely significant step in the right direction for those who've been fighting for justice for so long. This goes back to the 1970s and 80s when blood products and blood were coming into the UK from the United States. They'd been taken from people like prisoners, drug addicts and sex workers, and what wasn't known at the time is that those blood products were contaminated with HIV and with hepatitis C, and over 4,600 people are known to have been infected by one or both of those. And for many, many years, people have been fighting for a public inquiry and for compensation. And finally, in 2018, that public inquiry began, but it still goes on. And there have been calls for interim compensation because it's been estimated that one person is dying every 4 years as a result of being infected by those blood products while this inquiry is going on. So there is no time to lose. So today we have heard from Sir Brian Langstaff, who is the retired judge who is leading the Infected Blood Inquiry. Now, this is what he had to say. Having considered the submission reflected on the evidence, this inquiry has heard of profound physical and mental suffering across a wide range of backgrounds from a diversity of places and in a variety of personal circumstances. I consider it right that I should make this report. I recommend that an interim payment should be made without delay to all those infected and or bereaved partners currently registered on UK infected blood support schemes. He said it should be an amount no less than £100,000, and I think that's quite important. Yes, people have been receiving money on these support schemes, but that's for their day-to-day living. This is not compensation. This is the first compensation that they will have received. And the Haemophilia Society that's been in that inquiry every single day are very, very pleased that this has happened and are now urging the government to follow those recommendations immediately.